Welcome to a Game of Thrones mod. Let's outline some goals for this sort of episode, maybe even tomorrow's episode as well, because I find it very, it's very easy to get swept up in the moment and follow a goal. I'm very much a person that follows the goals as they appear, rather than setting out a big, long game plan. That should be fairly obvious by now, seeing as our goal was to rebuild Valyria. We've ended up being a lord in the Summer Islands of all fucking places. So, first things first. Deal with succession. Many of you, hundreds of you pointed out that I got cognatic confused with anatic. Fair enough. Cognatic is women and men equally inherit. Anatic is only women inherit, basically. Or men can only inherit if there are no eligible women. I thought that was the case because it's only women inheriting. Actually, turns out there are no men. There are no men of House Valane left. So it's actually a good job that we've got this, otherwise it'd be a bloody game over. The second goal, after changing our succession law, or this goal might affect whether or not we change our succession law, is to become a kingdom level title. Kingdom level title actually might come with primogeniture just baked in, depending on the title we make, might come with, agnatic, cognatic, might come with anything. So, going for anything but cognatic seniority is our goal there. Those two tied together, because obviously your title and your succession laws are inherently tied. No pun intended there. Secondly, make a bit of gold by stealing. We've got two ways we can do that. Obviously, we could save the stealing for trying to get back Stranger's Mercy, which is also another one of our goals, obviously getting back our Valyrian Steel Sword. I think it's super useful. We need the gold to obviously make our kingdom level title to be able to buy slaves for our camps, to be able to build ourselves up into the powerhouse that can colonize Valyria. Obviously, we also need gold to colonize Valyria and to fabricate a claim somewhere near Volantis so that we've actually got a point to start colonizing Valyria into. Speaking of which, we'll start work on that as well before I forget. So we'll start grabbing like this one, because that's probably the safest for us to try and grab there from Volantis. So, like I was saying, we can either try and take back our Ancestral Sword, which is obviously in the form of Stranger's Mercy, or we try and steal just some random Valyrian Steel and sell it for a fortune. I've been told it's around 2,000 gold, which is nuts. I assume the same applies to Dragon Egg. Or we could just straight up sell a Dragon Egg, couldn't we? So you get, when you get a Dragon Egg, you can only get another Dragon Egg by getting rid of your previous Dragon Egg, if that makes sense. If Ascon lays a Dragon Egg, we could just sell the friggin' thing and then it may lay another one, or that's the only time it can lay another one is after we get rid of the previous one. I assume you can sell Dragon Eggs for a fortune. Let's just, we've got our stealing, our stealing event unlocked right now. It's off of cooldown. Let's actually use that. So, show me the owners of the Valyrian Blades. Let's see what we've got. Armor still belongs to House Greyjoy there. Lady Skegger Greyjoy, fantastic name. Absolute unit. The type of person, I mean, seeing her in battle with a Valyrian steel armor must be fairly impressive. We're looking for just like this guy, like daggers, weak lords who just happen to own Valyrian steel. Well, like a sword. Lady Alicia Dane wields Dawn. She imagine stealing and selling Dawn. Wait, she wields it. Is she Sword of Morning? She is not. Imagine stealing that and selling Dawn, though. It's only quality 4. It would be insane. I think we make a fortune out of that. I kind of want to do it. How scummy could you get? That's like insane top levels of scum. She's also a garbage character. She's craven, she's deceitful, slothful, proud. Makes the artifact easier to steal from her. Let's go for that. What are we good at? Nothing. Who can we take with us then to try and balance it out? Maybe our Marshal. Intrigue, probably not a bad idea. We'll take Lucrezia, our Spy Master, because I believe our Spy... Oh, God, no, we're just trash. Like I said, dealing with succession, actually playing this character that isn't goddamn awful. Maybe trying to brew back Genius, maybe trying to get back Strong, or anything into the family tree would be incredible. Wow. 63% chance, straight off the bat here, if we steal Dawn and sell it, that's going to be one for the history books. That's how this woman... Or not. Fight our way out, immediately wounded. Fantastic. So we didn't steal Dawn. You know what, it doesn't matter, not a big deal. We want to make our kingdom level title, so we can make a titular kingdom just at the press of a button, or we can conquer Molu and go for that one. That will basically allow us to unlock another titular title specific to these two islands here, or a sort of kingdom specifically for those. I'm kind of tempted just to go to found a new kingdom, because to be honest, we're only doing it for the succession law. It's going to cost money to make that title anyway, probably more than 200 gold. Fuck it. Your achievement in founding the Kingdom of Last Lament means the bloodline of House Valane, oh, we also get a bloodline, by the way, is now highly respected by all the peoples of your glorious domain. I doubt that very much. House Valane is considered the traditional great house of this region. Fire and Fury. We now gain a claim on the Kingdom of Last Lament. Titular Kingdom, probably going to be destroyed, but hey, that's kind of cool that if we are ever sort of dethroned, we can try and take it back. What is our succession law now? Cognatic seniority. Suddenly there's a lot of males. Where have they come from? Where... What? Oh! There were men! But, wait, cognatic seniority, but it's still a load of young kids inheriting? Cognatic is women, though. But now it's just men. Cognatic seniority. Your oldest child would disapprove of this law. The oldest member. Women inherit on the same ground men do. What about her? That's a woman of our dynasty who's older. Oh, God, there we go. Right, we just had to refresh it a little bit. Okay, and we're a horrible color as well. That's what I really like about this. So we do have men available. We just need to flip over to Agnatic Cognatic as far as I'm concerned. We need to reign for 10 years. I think that's 10 years after gaining the current title that we have. This woman's not going to be able to do it. She's dead as dicks. One after that, also dead as dicks. Oh my God, they're all old and shitty. We're going to have to start killing off our own dynasty members. I'm sorry, but we need to start thinning the herd. I think another slave raid probably isn't a bad idea. We've got the money to actually build buildings. We've actually almost got enough money to just straight up buy a slave camp, but obviously why would we when we can save ourselves 400 gold just by swinging for this dude almost immediately? We can't get event spawn troops, which obviously are real. Oh, we've got new decisions because we're a king. Oh, that's also worth mentioning. I think we're just going to try and swing for this guy because he's only got, well, he's got loads of points. Oh, he's got more provinces down here. Shit, what about you? And what is that? The de jure. Why are all these de jure kingdoms all over the place? Could go for you then. Basically, I want to get a province that's going to give us the war score. As long as we've sieged a single province, that's all you need. But obviously, if we go for this guy, he's got a lot more provinces, so there's a lot more war score available. Plus, we found out last time when we slave raid, everyone else will join into fight. So was that a dragon conquest? I don't remember. We're going to go for this person either way because it means we could just do a naval landing, burn this with the dragon, and just immediately, hopefully, manage to get a white piece. Manage just to get them to surrender. Right, everybody on the boats, let's just immediately head over there and see if we can't get ourselves that next level of slave camp. Are people joining against us is the next question? We seem to be fine. Normally it takes about a week to reply. It's like a week to 10 days. I think we're good. Oh, this is incredible. All right, fantastic. They've done the traditional sort of classic CK2 AI tactic of immediately move all your troops off an island and move them somewhere where they're not going to be able to do any damage whatsoever. Love it when the AI do that. We're obviously going to leave the center because we're a dragon rider. And if this works well, there are a lot of independent sort of count level titles within the Summer Islands, which I think we could just turn up a bit. So like this one as well. Molu, fairly weak. It's obviously just an island chain. We could go between the Isle of Birds and just codge over and over and over. Now, the province modifier lasts quite a long time. Obviously, when you steal slaves, it takes a while to regrow their population. Which point we can just come back, you know, if that takes 5 years, it doesn't matter. Basically, it means... The point I'm getting at is we can get 500 gold or 400, 500 gold very, very easily. You sell a slave level, you declare war, you immediately get the slaves back, and then you keep doing that over and over as these things come off of cooldown. We want to keep them weak. We want to keep them independent, so they're very easy targets for us to pick apart here, and this is prime example. Copper and Irons. Wait, what? Only 90... Oh, because no major battles have occurred. Right, okay, you also do need to kill some of their troops here. Doesn't matter too much, though. In the course of about a week there, we've just managed to add to our realm something that's obviously incredibly valuable in terms of build time, build cost, troops, whatever. But, you know, it directly has a monetary value of 400 gold. This is how we're going to pay for Valyria, with, like, literal fire and blood. Probably should change our house names, huh? And she just straight up surrendered. We didn't even need to fight the battle. Thank you very much. All right, perfect. Now, how long does that last is the real question. Sacked lasts 5 years. So every 2.5 years, assuming we wait 2.5 years before we go for this one, or we could just do it instantly, it doesn't really matter. But point is, we're getting roughly 400 gold every 2.5 years on average. It's a shame we can't sort of break some of these up a little bit. I mean, there's no reason we couldn't start picking these provinces apart, like maybe keep Sweet Lotus Vale. What else has he got? Oh, obviously they got that there. What I'm thinking, we start taking parts of Lotus Point then and maybe try and force them down into a single province. Like I said, that makes it super easy to siege. That's another one. Then our average is what? 3 divided by 4 is 1.3 years. We're going to get 400 gold or something like that. It's a very decent amount of gold we're bringing in. Next step is in the grand plan. Fabricating claims somewhere near Valyria to act as sort of a forward base, a staging point to start the colony. I think we've got to start with Valyria, like the actual capital of Valyria, don't we? There are so many bonuses. Valyrian architecture, huge Valyrian fortress, the biggest castle type you can get. Volcanic activity, obviously not including special titles like, you know, Storm's End, the Eyrie, Harrenhal, whatever. Valyrian mines as well give a huge tax income, and that's only the first level. Man, what? You need a slave camp to run it. This sounds so perfect. We're going to try and rebuild actual Valyria itself. I mean, everyone's in favor of medium realm authority, weirdly enough. I don't know why, seeing as we're a garbage ruler. Oh, we've got a dragon, so that gives vassal opinion plus 10. I imagine our vassals probably like us quite a fair amount. Let's do it. Let's go medium realm authority. Bring in a bit more. I mean, it's going to be more troops, but not that we really need the troops, because I don't think anyone in the Summer Islands are capable of facing us down right now. Maybe Ombaru? They've only got 2,500. Obviously, we've got 1,800 plus a dragon. I think, unless they all band together, we haven't really got anything to worry about here. We could just sit here for hundreds of years, building ourselves up, getting ourselves into the right position. Obviously, we're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. But, I mean, we fulfilled most of our goals already, huh? That's the financial stuff done, even if we didn't... Well, even if we weren't able to steal a sword and sell it. Financial stuff is dealt with just with the slave raid, as long as we keep them weak. We've got the kingdom level dealt with. The main thing is just changing this bloody succession law now. Of course, that classic showdown between people voting yes, people returning favors, and elephants. Which is apparently also... Why an elephant? So, there's a government type. It's the Triarchs of Valantis, specifically. There are two political parties, the tigers or the elephants. Elephants focus on building up their own realm, sort of economy bonuses, that type of thing. You got tigers. Tigers focusing on sort of more aggressive expansion, seizing provinces, that type of thing. I don't know why that's affecting our council. Apparently they're all voting yes. The elephant means yes, so I'm fine with that. Medium realm authority. Wasn't really expecting that. Oh man, we should probably set this up, huh? Another thing to do, just a sort of a background subtask here, is revoking titles from our Summer Islander vassals. Even though they like us a fair amount, because obviously we've got, well, obviously not the ones we've conquered, but they will like us a fair amount because of our syncretic faith bonuses, which I assume we've chosen with you, right? We actually haven't got sympathy either. Wow, they only like us minus 41 despite the fact we've conquered them, enslaved their people, and we haven't picked that either. That's insane. Okay, fair enough. A lot of you have also been pointing out we can get a sort of permanent retinue with the Unsullied. I believe they're non-maintenance, non-reinforcing troops. They're just 4,000 troops. When they're dead, they're dead. Or, you know, by a century, which is 1,000 troops, right? When they're dead, they're dead. The only issue is I've set it to notify us when they've got some available, because that is an option you can do here. We can say inform me when a new batch is ready. But Astapor, Yunkai Marine, you know, Slavers Bay there, still under the House Targaryen. I believe they're actually mostly Westerosi. Yeah, Faith of the Seven at this stage as well. And I think, not only that, they are also, oh, there's no way to check their realm laws, is there? They are also against slavery. I mean, obviously, Faith of the Seven, you can't take slaves as part of that. It's, as it says there, fourth from the bottom, is a traditional anti-slavery religion. So, wait, does that say Faith of the Seven can take 7 lovers? What the hell? As concubines? What? Since when? Either way, it doesn't matter too much. I don't think we're ever going to be able to buy Unsullied, which means there is actually no way for us to ever get retinues. I'll pose you a question then. If you guys want me to add some retinues to, like, or there is a retinue mod that's out of date, I could try and update it, and allow everybody to get retinues for their army, seeing as they're never going to be able to do the intended game mechanic to get retinues, because bloody Daenerys Targaryen ruined it for us. The goddamn slave trade is now completely down to us, essentially, and us and Volantis, but obviously, how's that going for them, huh? Can we just straight up declare war? Or we could Dragon Conquest Volantis. We haven't got enough troops, but that is also another way we could start moving into Valyria. A lot of you have been saying, like, grab Valyria, which is a place we played last time. They are, unfortunately, under the Giscari Empire here, under House Targaryen. Feel like we get smashed. They are, however, the last surviving member of House Durrandon, so maybe... Oh my god, they've even converted the Meereenese people to Faith of the Seven. Good god, that's fairly impressive. So I thought to myself, I wonder how the White Walkers are doing. We haven't heard from them in a while. Last time we heard they'd taken Harrenhal, and then I sort of just thought I'd take a look. Oh, that's pretty odd. Well, it looks like they've been pushed back here by the Trident. Oh, no, wait. No, wait, that they are the Trident. King? What's that? What's L? I don't remember what L is. Is that 50? King 60 the Trident? Either way, the White Walker has somehow been usurped by Winter itself there. Yeah, no, actually was straight up peacefully usurped by Winter. Working as intended, I can only assume. Very strange. So now Winter Wasteland is in charge of all the zombies and White Walkers. I mean, I guess it's just permanent winter. I don't know how the hell this has happened. It's very strange. Where is Winter itself, though? Because he should have the title of Winter, but that's also gone. I'm going to try and work out what's happened. I might even... I don't think anybody would be against this. It's a shame it's not working as intended. I might even console command fix this. This seems like a crash just waiting to happen, huh? Having a wasteland in control of the Empire of the Trident is probably not what was intended. Alright, I think I've fixed it. We've got King Other the Third of the Trident now, which is at least a step up from it being a winter wasteland. And he's also got actual winter back as well. Fingers crossed it will just carry on as usual. Oh, no, it's definitely carrying on as usual. There we go. What's he done there? Immediately declared war. Others invasion of Riverrun. Yeah, it's working as intended. He's just now the King of the Trident instead of Winter, which is a little bit strange. But hey, look, it's still working. We've got nothing to worry about. They've got the same amount of troops, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Good. Carrying on as usual then. Nothing's wrong. Everything's working fine. So like I was talking about before, we can actually just straight up spend 400 gold to buy another slave camp for our capital. Slave camp, obviously incredibly useful because of the additional build cost, build time modifiers, and taxes as well. If we take a look at this one. Taxing on +2. Somebody did leave a comment giving the actual specifics of what each level gives, and they are insane. I don't remember them off the top of my head, and I'm not going to guess, but they are very, very good. Why don't we go out? Let's go on a nice adventure, huh? It is peace. Kind of. And you decide to disguise yourself to go out. When you stroll through the streets, you can smell something weird from a small alley, but you also hear loud voices ahead. These voices sound foreign. What have we haven't really done this one before. Oh, it's the Alchemist again. This is a very good way to gain Fire Obsessed, which would allow us to join the Alchemists Guild, huh? Now, he also sells weird shit. And by weird shit, we'll say, I want to look at your wares. Blue wine, you can buy Shade of Evening. This ruby looks interesting. We get Melisandre's ruby. Or we can buy ourselves a glass candle. Oh my god, we can buy a glass candle. Wait, it's 250 gold. How much can we sell it for? I'm going to buy one. How much can we sell it for is the real question. Sell glass candle. Yes. 320. We can sell it for a profit. You can only go out every now and again. So it is just a way of getting cash. I mean, we're going to keep it because it's a freaking glass candle. I know we sold one before. What do we need to equip it? We just need to be smarter, huh? You need 12 learning. Okay. So a couple of ways we can get learning. Obviously, Shade of Evening can give you learning, but I think you need a base amount of learning to drink the Shade of Evening in the first place. Let's go and take a look at the Warlocks. That will answer all of my questions here. Right, it's also got fucking Dragon Binder. Might need to steal that one at some stage. You need 10 learning to drink the Shade of Evening, but each Shade of Evening gives you another 2 learning. So we've got to get base 10. Is there anything else we could get to give us just a straight-up learning bonus? Oh, there's one that's made by man. Oh, books. Books is a great idea. Jaded Companion, one that's made by man. Can we raid? I've got to refresh my memory here. We allowed to... no, of course not. We're Valyrian. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. We can take people away in chains. We can burn down everything, but we certainly can't raid. That's ridiculous. Not unless we reform the religion, which is obviously still on our list of things to do. All right, next time we get to go out, we could just go out, buy another glass candle, maybe, and just sell it for a profit. Again, you might want to just buy Melisandre's ruby instead. That might make way more sense. What's next on our slave raid then? So you're done. You are not. Isle of Birds is absolutely next on our kill list. Let's do it. No, don't Dragon Conquest. Why can't we do that? Oh, can we only do it every... Oh, they have to have a sea border with us. Oh, man. So actually moving south, like I was talking about before, actually taking something off of Tortury's Town. Do you want straight up Dragon Conquest? Oh, we can actually claim Forest for someone. We can land her. Kind of just want a Dragon Conquest them, though. The only issue with doing that is they can call in everyone else in the Summer Islands, then that does become, obviously, a slight issue. But it would give us access to these guys. And Sweet Lotus Vale, right being in the middle of us there, could potentially act as a nice way to get some slaves. Obviously, these guys are right down south as well, so we would have to consider ourselves with that. I'm just going to do it, because I can. we definitely can beat these guys. Our troops are nowhere near reinforced. I really should give it some time, but given that the caster spell is off cooldown, given that there are, you know, like I said, it's 5 years between each slave raid, doing this as soon as possible is going to be beneficial, because that gives us more time for it to cool down. And there we go, right on cue. Word from Ombaru. Princess Nolta has led a joint coalition against us. Yeah, we were expecting that. That was part of the expected thing there. Right. So how many have we got? 1,600 men and a dragon. Feel like we're probably fine in that case. Let's just swarm their capital, torch it. We might get lucky and take him as a prisoner because he hasn't raised any troops yet, and he's certainly not leading troops either. We could get incredibly lucky, and if we do, it's going to save us a lot of time and effort, and it's going to save us fighting off the entirety of these islands as well. 3% chance of being maimed, 6% chance of being wounded. Oh my god, we actually succeeded in burning the whole thing. 42% war score. Fortunately, we didn't get him prisoner. That's fine. We could now... Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to do what I thought I was going to do. Merge these boys together. We could torch this whole thing. Is it worth it? Or do we want to just go for like the top level holding of each province? I've actually never considered which would be the better thing to do here. Dragon's on cooldown anyway. Let's head south and let's head to the Citrus Coves and work our way back up. No doubt other people are going to turn up, start sieging our shit. They might even counter siege. So we'll work back up from the south so we're not constantly going back and forth, back and forth. Burn them all. How do we do? Not too good on that one. Unfortunately, we got kind of unlucky there. This guy wants to buy... Wish to purchase one of your slaves, 15 gold coins, and he's all yours. Thank you very much. The inheritance of the Storm Throne is thrown into question. Wow, a council is going to determine who gets to take the Storm Throne. Will it be House Durrandon, once again, one of the leading candidates there? Donald Hill, Gwyneth Spur, Lady Lyanna. Lyanna who? Lyanna of the Dreadful. Bolton? Darkholm, okay. Donald Hill, Glory Ridge, and we've got Gwyneth Spur, and then Lord Protector Justin, right now, sort of like Hand of the King, basically, acting regent. Good luck. If the Durrandons take back the Storm Throne, they might be able to stop the White Walkers. They've got to unify, otherwise they're never going to stop them, and I feel like it might already be too late at this stage anyway. The Storm Throne recently fell into a period of interregnum with the Council of Nobles being called to determine the Liliana. So it wasn't House Durrandon there. Liliana Quavelos of High Valyrian. Okay, so they've inherited part of the treasury. God knows where the other half of it's gone. And that is Laena Targaryen's daughter. So House Targaryen in that case is extinct. Wow. Okay, well they had a second chance and they still fucked it up, huh? So Daenerys basically, what did she do there? She managed to get, oh, to be fair, she only had 3 kids before dying. And then this person has, you know, married off non-matrilineal because she's a fool. Wow, there we go. Wow, that's really, really fun. Wait, did Daenerys also marry off non-matrilineally? Darkholm as well? What the fuck is going on here? Right, so it's Daenerys' daughter married off normally, and then that's why House Targaryen died out. Incredible. What good work there, AI. Meanwhile, we've got everything to deal with here. This could be quite a dangerous... I mean, it is obviously an incredibly dangerous war here. Without the dragon, we'd be super screwed, which is basically a theme for the Game of Thrones one in general, huh? That is done. Thank you. Oh, we got a bow as well, which we can sell, because that's probably garbage. Although, saying that, we don't have a weapon, do we? We don't, but we're literally too stupid to use it. You have to be trained, skilled, or formidable fighter. Goodbye. 80 gold's not too bad, huh? If nothing else, we're going to get 80 gold out of this. And we actually sold it to a person there. Looked like that was House Dane to me. Or that's what they're... Oh, no, I know what their flag is. Don't tell me they're somewhere around here, aren't they? Not that it matters. I wanted to check whether or not they actually did get the artifact, whether that's just the game sort of like pretending. That's kind of cool if you can directly sell artifacts to other characters, huh? Because it means these artifacts aren't just going to simply disappear like they do in the base game. It's kind of cool. Right, anyway, carrying on with our war now. That was a nice little distraction. Managed to grab someone there. So basically what will happen also with one of the slavery events, you'll randomly get people based on the culture of the people that you've obviously imprisoned. They will randomly generate, and then you can say either sell them for like 5 gold or invite them to your court. Always kind of worth inviting them to your court. That might change with the next version of CK2, where obviously, or when this is updated for the current version of CK2, when court sizes matter. But for us, we'll just say yes, because the minimum you can sell them for is 15 gold, or they'll just die of old age. I think it's a fairly decent investment, huh? This is a horrible war, and I hate it. In hindsight, this was a bad idea. Although we are going to get, you know, a decent amount of land out of it, and we could build some more, you know, castle towns, whatever else in there. But it is still a massive ball ache, because even though we've got everything sieged, 73% war score. Are you joking? I mean, it's only the top level holding, so I don't really know what I expected. Fortunately, same story, really. They don't have any troops, so we can't go for any war score. I'll chuck anybody in my prison. I'll take whatever they got thrown at us at this stage. They haven't got any troops for us to get war score from, which obviously sucks massive. Oh, God. The Iron Islands are under attack from the White Walkers. Leave them to their superstitions, that's all it is. Never even... What is even a White Walker? We want to go for Summer Island Gods, wherever the hell they are on this massive list. There we go. So now... Oh, it's a modifier. Shit. That was me. Okay, so chances are we did already have that then. I thought it would actually give like a trait, you know, like the sympathy trait, as it is in the game. Silly me, huh? Establish another bank. Oh, we could do that. That also wouldn't be a bad idea, because it would give us a society to join as well. Because all we've got right now is what? Like the Alchemists Guild, if eventually we do become crazy and fire-obsessed. It would be a great guild to join, as I've talked about before. You know, we could get a decent amount of gold out of that. But we've got so many other methods. At this point, it's almost kind of pointless. This is a horrible war. Whenever we start getting ahead, they counter-siege shit. Get out of here. Right, deploy the dragon. The dragon's not going to be here forever, especially at the rate we're going. Right, that's gone. Start on this one again. Do not. Can we get there first? Should we fight them in combat? I'm not sure I want to do that. They get a bonus from that. Okay, we're going to stand here then. Now, you know what? We will be able to siege quick, because they're not going to assault. At least it doesn't look like they're going to assault. 25 gold. Hosue Valane. Okay, yeah, sure, take him. Right, bring them to my camp. Wait, we actually got a slave level from that. Wait, did we? Or am I going crazy? Oh my god, we did. Limited slave labor. Why? Wait, do I have to take a city? No, because we've sieged that one before. I actually have no idea. Maybe it's random. Maybe there's a random chance that when you lay siege to a city or something along those lines that you can get yourself another level of slave camp. That's insane. We surrender. Wait, what? Why? Oh, because he's got no troops, I assume. 180 troops. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate you. Just wanted the war to end. Cool. Fine with that. Okay, so now we've actually got a border with the Isle of Birds. Want to put my goddamn troops down. Get out of here. We've got a border with the Isle of Birds, which means we can do yet another slave raid. My god, we've gone from slave none to slave 3. And in fact, we could buy slave level 4 as well and really start building this up into an absolute powerhouse. I hope I can show this off this episode, because it is so fun when you get that high level. And you can just immediately, like, spawn in buildings. Obviously, if you've got the gold for it. Just immediately blitz out buildings. Along with, like I said before, doing the other slave raids to be able to fund it, stealing artifacts. Even if we do want to join the Alchemist Guild again, we could, because it'd be another way to get some money. we're going to be able to instantly convert this place into an absolute powerhouse. And now we can apparently just basically get 2,500 troops whenever we feel like. You got to remember, we were also really not enforced either. My god, we've almost got 10,000 troops when we're reinforced. This is cool. It's a shame there's no religious revocation in this, because we could start revoking the Slavics, giving it out to Valyrian vassals, who would give us even more troops because they like us a bit more. Real shame about that. Turn up, siege it down, clamp her in irons, 99% war score. Will she do the sensible thing? Force demands. Boom. Thank you very much. Excellent. Wow, that is insanely good. That took us, like, what, the first battle? That was no time at all. That's given us another slave level in our capital. What are we at? Minus 30% now? Build time, build cost? Absolutely nuts. 1 day to build. Oh, right, that's a slave camp. Ignore that one. What have we got? We got, like, Night Watchman here, 56 days. If we oversee construction as well, with preferably a better treasurer than your shit. Everyone's garbage. But let's oversee construction, see what we can get down to. That's not bad. That's honestly not bad. You got to bear in mind that we also haven't maxed it completely out yet. So, who else we go to war with? What about you guys? You're still recovering, huh? 83, 86. We've got to wait 3 years' time before that one's done. What about, like, you lot here? Don't really want to go to war with these guys because they're pretty strong. They're not as strong as us anymore, though. Oh, somebody was released from prison. Okay. Let's banish you. Get the hell out of here. We could. Now, another thing I was thinking of as well, by the way, obviously our main goal is to change this law. Still got to reign for 10 years. When did we make the title? I can't imagine it was that long ago, huh? Digital Kingdom of Last Lament. Wait, what? Conquered in war? Wait, that's not right. We've just made this title. Oh, unless their history carries over to the kingdom. That's kind of cool. Fine. So we'll assume then that we've only got to wait another 5 years before we can change the succession law. That we're going to be able to do no matter what, because we've just got a mountain of gods. We'll just buy favors from everyone if that's the case. I'm thinking we drink our health elixir. That for a year gives us health plus 4. That guarantees that we're going to live at least another year. Why don't we wait until... Oh, we are depressed and wounded, though. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to flip over to hunting focus. That's the best way to get health, in my opinion. We can't for another 2 months. Fine. Get these troops back home. Stand down. Or we got court position? That's my next question. We don't? We do. Court position. We're good. Okay. Wait a couple of months, flip over to Hunting Focus, hope we get a Hunting Up, that will give us the health point, plus the health point from the Hunting Focus as well. That might let us live a while, then we'll drink this potion at the very last minute. We could always just afford to buy another one as well, but I don't know how frequently the Go Out event is, and that's how we got the potion last time. Yeah, I think we need to play conservatively, but we don't want to play so conservatively that obviously we die with only a couple years left to be able to change the goddamn law. Okay, hunting focus. Please, someone give me a dog as soon as possible. That'd be fantastic. Still wounded. I don't know why we're still wounded. Depressed. Can't really do much about. We could have taken carousing, potentially. Doesn't really help out with our health much. Obviously, the only other one is family focus. Family focus can also remove depressed. I think you have to have your marriagee, your spouse. That's the word. Marriagee. That also works. Your spouse has to love you. You have to count as lovers in the lovers tab to remove that. So I still think hunting focus was the best bet. How long have we got? What's the actual final date? Assuming this is working as intended. So 78. We've got 5 years to kill. We've got almost exactly 5 years. Slightly less than 5 years to kill. Drink the health. I think we'll wait. I think she's only 55. If she drops down dead now, I'm gonna cry. And actually, now that I think about it, let's just buy some slaves, because it's gonna give us taxes upgrading our slave camp, and we could build buildings cheaper, quicker, faster, which will give us taxes. The tax turnaround is going to be quicker. So let's do that one. How's that? Oh, it hasn't worked yet. Give it some time. Let it update. Let it tick over. Let it get its auto saving. Are we good? Thank you. Right. Perfect. You are now looking at minus 40% build cost, build time. Build things very, very quickly. Now all we need is just to cover this place in like castle towns and shit, and this will be fantastic. What the hell's a wine sink? I mean, drunkard or elusive shadow. A disreputable pub, often frequented by the rougher sorts of patron. What does that even do for us? Just tax income plus 3. That's a weird one. If we've got anything that just directly gives us tax, bakery, kind of nice. I still kind of want to wait until we've got the minimum, obviously, build cost for us. So we've got the lowest modifier, or the highest modifier possible against that one to save us the most money. But also, do we really want to set on 126 gold, not doing anything with it? Could be emergency merc fund now that I think about it. So, our immediate heir isn't in our court. I don't particularly want to be playing as another 54-year-old woman as soon as possible. Obviously, there's lots of reasons for that. You can't have kids. We couldn't marry into another genius and try and get some heirs out of that. It's a horrible idea. So, Let's invite her to court. Let's see if we can kill her off just doing that. Apparently someone's already plotting to kill us anyway. Right, so what about you then? We could just imprison her and execute her. Should we just throw a bunch of tyranny at this character now? Seeing as with this character, all we really want to do is... What's the chance to kill her? 86%. Okay, that's possible. Seeing as with this character, we're trying to get everything set. We've got the kingdom dealt with. We want to get our success and laws changed, like I said. Killing off a bunch of these random inheritors probably wouldn't be such a bad plan. Playing as like Countertop. Look at her compared to everyone else we fucking played as. She'd be so much better. What about Bania? She's garbage. You're so bad. And they've ruined my naming scheme as well. We get her to court. I think we just start thinning out the numbers. Like, seriously thinning out the numbers so that when we die, we're playing as a half-decent frigging character. Because this is ridiculous. Bania... More like... Wait, what's the chance to kill her? Hang on. Oh, massive. Okay, let's start thinning out the numbers then. Like I said, let's really start killing these people off. I don't know if the Face of Men will even help us. I don't know how much it would cost against an on-landed courtier, technically. People are up for it. Luckily, we've got other... Like, the character we want to play as is, of course, going to back these plots. He's going to move higher up the succession. I probably should have thought about that. Not long. Only another 4 years, and then we can actually change this friggin' law, so we might not have to worry about it. And she's already on the kill list. We go out again. Oh, shit. Okay, that was quick. Draw. Let's see what we can find then. Go out. What does it smell? I have to find a head, but the voices sound foreign. Smith, hungry, elixirs. Merchant looks lost. Maybe I can help him. Ah, hello. The merchant tells you he's looking to import resources to his home country. You could say that you want to invest in his business, give him a tip about cheap but quality goods from your capital. Your capital is known for fine wool and cloth. It's going to lose gold. I mean, we are in the jungle, so I imagine the forests around your capital produce quality wood. 150 gold? What does that do? Oh, she's got... That actually worked out insanely well. My god, the hiccup almost killed me there then. Perfect. Maybe no funeral, huh? Maybe no funeral about that one. Who's next? Can opener, garbage. Let's kill her. We probably don't need to kill her because she's 54. She actually might die before, you know, we get to that stage of inheritance. What's Crockpot like? Actually, we've got a lot of good women in our family. Oh, she's married off non-matrilineally. Oh, she is married off matrilineally. What about your kid? Okay. I think she's the one to go for because her actual descendant is attractive and bright, which is obviously not fantastic, but pretty damn good. Cool. You need to go then. We could, like I said, just imprison her and get rid of her and straight up execute her, take on the tyranny. By the time we die, we might have got rid of that tyranny, but we might as well just try and, you know, take her out the old-fashioned way for the time being. I'm sorry, my half-sister, this is for the good of the round. We're at 134% plot power. We actually might succeed with this. Can we go stealing again? I feel like it's been a long time since we've tried to steal anything. Dawn, I really do like the idea of stealing. Oh, man, has it really not been that long, huh? Steal artifact. We must have... Yeah, no, we've done it recently. Man, I can't believe it's only been 5 years. Oh, God, please don't find out about the plot. That would suck if she just left our court and refused to come back. Some of you actually can't act against her. Speaking of acting against people, took her in prison. Leader of plot, no one will object. She could go into an open rebellion, at which point we'd have to fight all of our Summer Island vassals, which is basically everyone down here and this one. I don't particularly want to do that. We just end plot. Nope, she's not down for that either. Let's leave things as it is. We've got quite a happy little status quo going on here, so I'm not going to affect it too much. A little bit more gold, we can invite some more people to the plot, but I think it'll just fire if we're patient. Let's just be patient. We've got all the time in the world. Kill by the others. What do you mean? Oh, they've gone back to winter. Oh, nice. Okay, so they've actually destroyed that top level holding, so they're back to just being horrendous White Walkers. My god, they've conquered. Look how many wars they're in. Holy shit. Well, only another almost 2 years left to go on the title. Finally, an opportunity to abduct Can Opener Valane has arisen. We must proceed with the plan. 60% chance it is a success. 20% chance we fail, but we are not discovered. 21% chance of disaster striking. If that happens, it would have been better to have just thrown her in prison and executed her, because it's the same amount of tyranny. Let's do it. Come on, please get her. 60%, come on, you can do it. For the good of the realm, for the good of the dynasty. Fuck! You motherfucker, god damn it. Okay, fuck this. Fuck this. Get out of here. I'm not sitting around waiting for this to fail over and over. Just die. Just get out of here. Feed it to my friggin' dragon. Let my dragon devour her. No funeral for you. This is for the... I'm not playing as another friggin' old, useless, dried-up woman. That's the worst thing I've ever said in a goddamn video. Right. Countertop Valane, you're fine. Scholar, quick, she'll do. She's not terrible. Is she married off to garbage? Who is this old man you've married, Janicio? House Valane is garbage as well. Good, fantastic. Who else we got? Not bad. Actually, not too terrible. Let's start training him right now. Diplomacy. Let's make sure this kid is ready to take over, because he could be the future of the goddamn house. These are all terrible. Countertop, actually educate him, because you're not bad. She's got some pretty decent traits here for education, obviously. I did it for the round. I did it for the people. We've got we're Tyrant and Dishonorable. Oh, God. Shit. Convincing people to change this law now could be difficult, but I've guaranteed that we've at least bought ourselves another good character to play as for a while. This is horrible. How did this even friggin' happen? On the plus side, 3 more months. Wait, that's now. 2 more days. We're in. We can go for another slave raid. Is the point I'm getting at here. Wait, what? Excuse me? Sacked. 21st, 4th moon, 8386. 25th, 4th moon, 8386. Give it a while. What the fuck? Are you actually joking? Now we're going to play as Crockpot. Crockpot's not bad. She's not terrible. The kid's actually good as well. You know what? I'll take that. Fine. Small pot. It was actually kind of a blessing in disguise. I was a little bit annoyed then because I thought we'd just lost our good heir that we'd taken such a massive sacrifice to be able to play as in everybody fucking hating us. That's okay. We're fine. We're good for at least 2 generations. If we can get Agnatic Cognatic, then we are good forever because then we can really start getting back on track. Good God. This has been the Summerhall's distraction, I think. Right, there we go. It took a little bit longer than the date advertised, but I won't complain too much because it's not exactly that big a deal. Okay, sure. We've got plenty of troops as well. We've given our armies time to reinforce there, time to actually build up. What's our maximum? It's genuinely like 14,000. You have to remember, a decent amount of that is going to be from the, where is it, the slave camp. 7,500 specifically are slaves, which aren't going to be too willing to fight. Obviously, their morale is in the toilet. They're also light infantry, so they're just trash. They are just fucking terrible. So we don't want to be playing against those guys too much, or we don't want to be relying on them too much. Good, like I said before, bulking out the army, supporting the dragon. Good for looking threatening, I guess, and good for sieging. Outside of that, we do not want to get into skirmishes, especially not long, protracted ones. So I can, if we can, avoid the war with Volantis. You know what I said before about selling that dragon egg? Kind of tempted to just see how much it will sell for, to be honest with you. 640 gold is not as much as I was expecting. But I don't think the dragon will fly away. I physically don't think it can fly away because we're so detached from everywhere. There's only a certain amount of distance, to my knowledge, that they can go, which is why it's stuck around in Last Lament. We've seen that. 640 gold is a lot. When we get... Wait, hang on. Is this not level 4 of the slave camp? Okay, here's the plan. Get level 5 of the slave camp, minus 50% build cost, build time modifier. Get ourselves a better steward. And sell the dragon egg and fund this place, turn into an absolute powerhouse. Then the conquest of, you know, going to war with Volantis, going to war with whoever the fuck we need, like Mantaris, wherever, to be able to get to Valyria. Then we're in. Then we can actually start the colonization, and this series can actually, you know, do what we set out to do. Oh, this dragon is too good. 6 people left. Do it. Trick them in irons. They are a tiny child. Will they surrender? Of course they will, because they're literally in our prison. No one says 99%. It doesn't really matter. What? This campaign has been proof that Dobol is not a proper blood. Yeah, let's hope not. Yeah, whatever. I agree. Okay. Thank you for watching. I apologize that we didn't quite get what we wanted to do. This has been a big, big setup episode. We've got Succession set up in a way now where our next character is good. We've got another dragon egg. We've really set all the pieces into place. Next episode, we're knocking these dominoes down, and we are going to really reap the rewards from it. All we need, fabricate a Clem on Volantis, then we can actually start the colonization. It's been a long haul to get here, but it's been... It was a difficult task, as I've said previously. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made this series possible in the first place. Thank you for this kind of high blood pressure episode today, really. It's pretty much all warfare, theft, and failure, and tyranny, and dishonor. Welcome to the channel, I guess. Thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kurito, Atmosis, Austin Gauthier, Average Game of 419, Bacon Kitten, Blurry Bunny, Sedini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Escape, Fukuno Vasquez, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Haydog, Jimbo, Jocelyn Dean, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smog, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Surthal the Swede, Stannis Samanis, Toby Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Backers, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support these tier levels on Patreon. Thank you for keeping the channel possible in the first place, especially during this strange ad time that we've got going on right now. Like, kind of real strange, huh? Not sure about that one. Big shout as well, of course, to Acero, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Arachnid44, Ben Troke, Betimus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Gray, Haji Dumar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Ice, Wallow, Come,
Icy the Great, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jose, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Johnny No, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plot, Justin Walters, Liz Me, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pansomu, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Shari, Smirtworm, The Insane Pickle, Will Wade, Wolfie, and CK2. Thank you, of course, to all of you guys as well.